Yo, what up, guy? Big 5D here, playing Raid Shadow Legends. This is a champion spotlight for Ursuga the Warcaller, a legendary void champion in Raid Shadow Legends. And from the intro, I have to say, if you don't know about this champion, is that one of the ways you can keep your team alive, whether you're playing PvP, especially in PvP, is by having a tank who will soak up all that damage that is coming in, that is eventually going to come in. And she does that perfectly in Raid Shadow Legends. There are 4 ways that she uses to keep your team alive, either from her active skills or her passive skills, or even from her masteries. And that's what makes her so awesome in Raid. Before we even go into her skills and her abilities, I have to acknowledge that this is one of the biggest shield you'll see in a champion in Raid Shadow Legends. And despite being from the barbarian faction, she's all covered up as a war mother kind of type of champion, basically a mother. But she's called Ursuga the Warcaller and a void legendary champion. She's not gonna hit weak hit against any of those other affinities. That's what it means. But we're going to see her skills and see how you can build this champion for the early game or even in the end game. The first thing I have to acknowledge and give props to is her passive. One of the ways she can keep your allies alive is to decrease the damage that all allies receive from critical hits by 30%. She will receive that damage instead. So whatever is coming into your allies teams, she will just soak up 30%, not the entire damage that is coming into them. She will take some and they will still take some damage. Yes, she will take some damage. They will share it and they will take a larger portion. She will take the lesser portion. On the A1, this champion plays blocked active skills. You'll need accuracy for these debuffs to land on the enemies. She'll be using this A1 a lot, especially if you have some counter-attack accessories on her, but we'll discuss whether it's even worth building accuracy on her on this champion or not. She attacks all enemies on this A2. It will place critical damage, decrease critical damage and decrease attack on the condition that the enemy that she is hitting has a higher attack than their defense. Yes, that's the condition. So this will happen mostly for nukers in the enemy team. They will have this decreased attack and this decreased crit damage on them, which will make them do less damage to your allies. On this second part of the skill, it says it will place decreased speed and decreased defense on enemies who have their attack lower or equal to their defense. So this will be for tanks, revivers, healers. They'll always have their defense higher than their attack, so they will have decreased speed and decreased defense placed on them so they can die faster, I guess. So that's a very smart skill right here, but you will need accuracy for this to land. It's on a 3-turn cooldown, and it's one of the ways she can help keep your team alive by placing these debuffs on the enemies, which will make them do less damage to you, so she will take less damage also. Another sweet way she can keep your team alive is by placing ally protection on all except herself. This ally protection is not just ordinary, it's for 3 turns. Usually you will see ally protection for 2 turns, right? But being for 3 turns means the entire battle your allies will have ally protection on them, and she will be soaking up all the damage or some of the damage that they take, and she will take that damage instead. It also comes along with a strengthening. That means they will just take 25% less damage right off the bat. This is many ways that this champion takes keep your team alive. This is also on a 3-turn cooldown, and it is worth booking. Depending on which enemy waves you face, you want to start the battle with this A3 or this A2. It depends on the situation. If they have a bunch of block debuff buff on them, there is no point starting the battle with this A2, right? You straight up go into the A3. So it will be depending on the enemy team you face. And this aura, increased ally HP in all battles, is one of the biggest HP aura I've seen in Raid. And when you have this champion in the leader slot, she's one of the few champions that will increase the damage that HP based damage dealers do in Raid, and I'll going to demonstrate that in PvP arena when we come to that content. So that's her skills, that's her build, and let me go into my index and show you how I build this champion for my account. Whether you're new to Raid or you're an endgame player, I have to let you know that Guardian set is one of the best ways. She will even soak up more damage. It will make her take more damage, even die eventually, or die faster than she's normally supposed to do. But that's the whole purpose of she being in your team, to take all the damage and possibly survive long enough for your allies to now take their turn, right? That's the whole thing. But even if she dies, maybe you want to pair her with a reviver or a healer to restore whatever HP she's losing from soaking up all that damage. So that's what Guardian set does for you as an end game build. this the wearer absorbs 10% of all the damage dealt to allies. So this is another way to help with her passive, to help with the ally protection, and we also see the masteries. So whatever will make her take more damage from the ally team is what we're putting on her, and that's what Guardian set does to her for the end game content. I also paired it with immortal set, which adds a little bit of HP. Guardian set does include a little bit of heal, 10% heal for every turn, so she'll be healing herself a little bit back to full health if you have no healers to accommodate her in this battle. HP in the glove, HP probably not HP, defense in the chest because she does need to survive the big hits that are coming in, and of course HP in the boots. From my build, you see that I wasn't going for speed on this champion, and you can see I also don't have a lot of accuracy stop starts. That means I'm not going for accuracy either. So despite she needing accuracy on that A2, I was prioritizing her ability to stay alive than ability to place debuffs. That's what I'm building. But you can absolutely go a different way and put accuracy on this champion, but take note you have less HP and less defense than you are supposed to do for a tank like this. For speed, I wasn't focusing on speed either. I'll show you the total stats, but she should at least take a turn and place the ally protection. So I wasn't trying to go for 100 or 130 speed. I still wanted her to go about maybe 180 or so speed, so she can at least get a turn before the enemies run 3 laps around you like they do for UDK teams. All right, that's all her artifacts right here. For her accessories, I went with HP, and even more HP. Now I added resistance right here. I could have added HP right here, but it will be an overkill for HP. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. But this banner does have triple roll of HP, and I've not even glyphed it up. Why? That's weird. I guess the logo showed that it was glyphed. That's why I didn't bother. But I'm about to glyph this up to... She does deserve the 6 big boy. She does deserve it. Let's give it to her. 8? 7, I'll take it. That's a win. That's an extra HP added right here to this build. Awesome. For a total stat, we're looking at total 116k HP. I think this is the highest champion for HP I have on my account. If I head over to my Vogot, how many HP does my Vogot have? Let me quickly pop that out of the vault and check that quick comparison. Bear with me. 19. Let me just check it out. Take it out of the vault so I see the full HP of my Vogot, because he's the only champion that I think I built fully HP also. 105, so not that close to where, almost close to Ursuga, but she is much higher than Vogot right here, ban about 10k HP added. So that's the total stat for my Ursuga the Warcaller. Like I said, a little bit of resistance just because it's for PvP content, and if you don't have enough accuracy, good luck, you will not be able to debuff her, which will make her even last longer in the battle. All right, for accuracy, it depends on your choice. No crit rate, no crit damage, but you'll be surprised to see some people in the arena building their Ursuga the Warcaller with some damage, where you face her one-on-one, you think your damage dealer can take her down, but she just keeps healing herself and chipping away at your damage dealer's health, and then eventually you're dead. So you can add a little bit, but I wanted to focus on that HP and defense as my priority, then making sure that she at least gets a turn to do her heals from her artifacts and stuff. All right, for masteries, I got it on this champion for her to even take more damage for the team by putting bulwark on her. I told you there are many ways she's helping the team take damage, and this is also one of the ways. She decreases the damage all ally received by 5%. She will take that damage instead. So that's what bulwark is doing for her. A little bit of HP right here, some turn meter boosting, and what else? Some turn meter decrease for the enemies when she hits them for the first time, when she eventually does. All right, that's what I built on her. No offense tree at all. This champion does not belong in the clan boss. She does not belong in the Hydra. She does not belong in dungeons even. But I do use her in the Ice Golem dungeon sometimes because of that boss big hits, that when he does that big retaliate, she is the one that might go down. Yes, it's fine, but I sometimes also use this champion for that under Priest Brogdon because of the big shield. So any tanky champion can serve that role of soaking up the damage that boss does big hits when you hits his damage threshold. So that's my accessories, my masteries for this champion. Let's take a look at what blessing I have on her. I will recommend Polymorph because I built her for PvP content. If you want to use her for other content, maybe you want to go a different route and have this other blessing for her. What's his name now? Brimstone. but I didn't want to build up for that. I just PvP polymorph is the best. All right, let's try this champion in some content, and the first place I'll try her in is the arena. Yes, because despite me building her like this, definitely not a champion I'll use anywhere else. Now for Doom Towers, from very difficult waves that you simply cannot get through, the ones that those Motimo cabs, right, that they just do big hits and kill everybody, right, you might want to bring in some tanks along with your single target nuker, right? So that's some content that maybe you want to try her in. But I'll refresh right now and see which champion or which enemy team we can nuke down. If I go against this team, she cannot survive bombs, definitely. So 2 bombs definitely will kill that 100k Ursuga. I don't think she can survive it. But let's just see a team like this. Now Ursuga is best in a go second team, and a go second team looks like this, where I have a bunch of tanky champions, right, and then just 1 damage dealer. That's what a go second team looks like. If I want to even make it even more difficult to kill, instead of a squishy nuker, I could even put in a tankier nuker like what's his face now, Magna. I'm looking for my Magna. So something like this. But obviously this is going to be a negative affinity for what's her name, Tronda. So I'm going to take out Magna and put in my trusty champion right here. Now from the big nukes that these 2 champions will deal, I'm sure my candidate from will go down, but let's just try it and see. I can also bring in this champion for some shielding if I'm not sure of what since they will be doing a AoE hit while bringing somebody who is doing something else. All right, let's see if we can survive these big hits. The first, I want to actually survive that first nuke. We're still standing. How? How? Well, shield and those passive that Ursuga the Warcaller brings to the team is how a team like this is able to survive Tronda. Okay, this other dude has not done his big hit. I'm not going to nuke them down. Let me just allow the second dude do his big hit and see. Let's go even more survivability with no damage. Nothing is happening, and that's what you want right here with a go second team like this, especially for live arena. Everybody is going, selecting habitat, selecting their decreased defense and weaken, selecting, you know, revivers. Just come in with a tanky team right here and make your enemies surrender, because these fights like this in the live arena go on for long, especially if they bring in a tanky team also, and the battle can go on forever. I'm looking for, this is like a tanky team, right? Well, not that tanky, but they do have some damage right here coming in from this dude. Let me go in and see what will happen. Ursuga the Warcaller keeping my team alive. She's in the leader slot. I'll try the next battle with Magna, because she does increase the damage that Magna can hit in the battle. So let me take Abita out so we don't stay here forever. Doom, nothing. You're doing no damage to me. Everybody is still at full HP. Of course, the shield from my turtle is helping, but check out her HP right there. Just a little bit, because she did suck up the damage from all these allies right here. All right, I'll not kill him. I'll still let him do another hit. Nothing. She's sucking up that damage. Hit me. Yep, she's healed back to full from that Guardian set, and of course from the Immortal set. So this is a very awesome champion on a go second team like this. Dude, she's getting targeted. No problem. She's still having a Duchess to bring her back to life if she does go down. But the important thing is my reviver, my damage dealer is standing firm with 0 damage taken. So that's what she brings to your team. Soaks up all that damage so your damage dealer can, whenever he gets a turn, go in and do this. Retaliate, I dare you. I'm not going to kill him. I want to see what he can do. I really want her to take damage. Okay, now you're talking about something, because my damage dealer did feel that. I told you she doesn't soak up 100% of the damage. Maybe from all the passive and from the active skills and from the artifacts, she's soaking maybe up to 50% of the damage, and he still went down almost to 20k HP, because that's a 30k Candraphone. So you can't rely on her and thinking she'll soak up 100% of the damage, but at least This battle shows that she does help you eventually get a turn and nuke the enemy, no matter how tanky they are, no matter how squishy they are, no matter how fast. Why is he getting another? Is this dude on that set that gives him an unkillable? Damn, he's eventually gonna kill me though. Nah, we have an Ursuga. I'm not gonna kill him. I want him to actually take a turn. Take a turn, I dare you. Let's see what you can do. Nothing. Ally protection is covering everything and all the passive and all that. So that's what I built this champion for, and that's the best way you can use her in 1v1 arena or in the new live arena or even 3v3 defense team. When people look at a team like that, they're like, should I even bother going against this? Now, the content I wanted to test her in next was against a team that is gonna nuke me, but I want to actually bring in another type of nuker. Okay, this is something. This is a worthy opponent, right? Clearly this is not a beginner player. Check out 468k team power. That means he has high resist from all these champions. So I'm gonna maintain this my team, but this dude will get me killed right here, so I will bring in UDK instead. Although that shield might have kept me alive a little bit more longer, but I just want enough time to do my single hits and then take them down. That's all I want. I should have brought the cleanser. A cleanser would have been better right here. No damage. Okay, I did take half of the damage. I will go with ally protection because I know they're just gonna cleanse anything I do. I want to take out what's her face. Wow. Damn. My Duchess did survive though. My Duchess did survive. There's nothing I can do about that big AoE hit. Then put up the shield, put up the healing, and let's try again. I'm not even bothered about that until his stone skin fall off. Shipped. I thought that would never happen in battle, but it did. I'm currently in very low chance for it to happen. That's why it took that long. But I'm also not going to kill anybody. Let's go ghost mode and A1. Don't touch those duo that is always doing that. A lot of people hate going against this type of combo of what's her face now, Venus and this dude. But it's time for you to die. No, UDK is still alive. But UDK will die and then he can then die. UDK is protecting him. I'm not gonna do my AoE hits because I don't want to get retaliated upon. Right now I have a lot of decreased defense and weaken on me. Single target hits. I really want to win this one. Alright, I will get an extra turn, so maybe I should go in with my AoE. Oh, he died. He died. That's what we want to happen. And come on. Okay, I have no buffs on me. That's why he survived. Alright, let me end it here. Let me just finish this team off and end this video here. This is the only way I use Ursuga. And of course, like I said in some of this Ice Golem content where I know the boss is kind of hitting me too hard, I'm triggering his retaliation spots and he's hitting extremely hard. Alright, I'll end it right here. I didn't have a chance to use Magna, but I guess she should just increase the amount of damage he does. Maybe I'll just do one battle of Magna to test that one out to see her helping him do a lot more damage than. No, that's against the magic affinity team. Let's go against this type of team, and Magna should work fine right here, right? So instead of this damage dealer, I'll bring in this and then my trusty Magna. More HP for you because she's in the leader slot. If you want to go fast, you can have your Duchess in the leader slot, of course, as always. Let's see what we do right here. Oh, we're even faster than they are. And we're waiting for that damage. More protection that I don't even need, but this is one I want to test. I wanted to test this 21k, 10k, 22k. Basically everybody is dead. My Ronda is alive because she's negative affinity against Magna. That's why she survived that hit. And Duchess is tanky, so she does help Magna do a lot more damage or any other HP based nuker that you have in your team by adding that 33% HP to their stats. All right, I'll end it here. Let me know in the comments how you built your Ursuga the Warcaller and where you use her in raid Shadow Legends. I only use her in PvP content, in some Doom Tower extremely difficult wave where I just want tanky teams and one damage dealer, or in Ice Golem against the boss when it's just hitting me too hard. That's not a speed team though, that's just one of those teams that wants to survive long enough to land enough poisons to take down the boss on 20 or 25. All right, help me hit like in this video if it helps you out, if you find this Ursuga the Warcaller build entertaining at least or interesting. If you finally get this champion, Void Affinity champion, you will not regret obtaining her, because she's definitely worth it for go second teams in PvP, especially now that live arena is here. You want those type of teams and not just always rely on speed boosters to go first. So go second and win and stay alive, and then nuke them with retaliating. All right, I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe. I do raid Shadow Legends content on a daily basis, and I appreciate your subscription. Thank you guys. Later guys.